Good afternoon and welcome to yet another edition of YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Dithmini De Silva.
Newsfirst headline.
Human Rights Watch says new report by UN High Commissioner for Human Rights warns of renewed threats to fundamental freedoms in Sri Lanka. In news overseas, massive Russian strikes hit Ukraine for second day. And in sports, excited for Red Ball fun, Suryakumar wants to earn the test spot again. The news in detail. Human Rights Watch says Sri Lankan government has been striving to showcase its achievements in economic reform and human rights protection to international partners. However, it noted that a new report by the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights warns of renewed threats to fundamental freedoms in the country. Human Rights Watch pointed out the new report by the United Nations High Commissioner for Human Rights notes that the economic crisis, which escalated in 2022, has doubled the poverty rate, with the UN estimated that a quarter of households are experiencing food insecurity. The report notes that democratic reforms and accountability for corruption and economic mismanagement remain largely unfulfilled. The report also finds that ill treatment by police and security forces is prevalent. The High Commissioner called on members of the UN Human Rights Council to renew mandates for monitoring and evidence collection and urges the international community to help break the cycle of systematic impunity by using all potential forms of jurisdiction. Human Rights Watch echoes this call, urging UN member states to adopt a resolution renewing these mandates at the upcoming September session.
International news.
Russia has targeted Ukraine with another wave of strikes a day after one of its biggest air attacks of the war. Air raid alerts were issued early today as Ukrainian monitors detected Russian aircraft launching hypersonic missiles. Mass drone attacks have also been reported. Ukraine's air defense forces say the whole country is under threat of a ballistic weapon attack.
Sports news.
India's T20 captain Suryakumar Yadav wants to have some red ball fun, but is aware the road back to the test side will not be all that straightforward. As things stand, there are at least 4 others, including his Mumbai teammates Sarfraz Khan and Shreyas Iyer, along with KL Rahul and Rajat Patidar, ahead of him in the pecking order. But he wants to give the long-form cricket another proper crack in a bid to add his one test appearance last year against Australia in Nagpur. And with that, we wrap up this edition of YES101's Visual Radio. For the Newsfirst team, I'm Dithmini De Silva.